Hello beautiful people on the internet and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in a little bit of my gremlin mode because I am filming my Notion tour. I did do a tour I think last year. That is before I deleted all the videos off of my channel. So that video is not up anymore, but my 2023 setup is so much better and I've been loving this. Like, I have no reason to want to change this at all. So I'm not even concerned. Let's just get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I feel like everyone is required to start with is the main dashboard. So this is mine. I don't come to this like at all, honestly. This is just not particularly what I like to come to. I have tabs for pretty much everything else that's in here. But if I want to come in here, I do have the little life progress bar. This is from this website. It's called 𝙤𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙪. So I just keep this here to kind of tell me how far along I am with the month or the year or the week, whatever. Whatever month I'm on, I also have my goals up here. So obviously this month is January. My goals have been to recover from my surgery, content creation, and 9-to-5 grind. And then the hub is where I put like my general information. So my name, my age, where I'm located. I think I used to have like my star sign and stuff in there. I didn't really care to keep it that way. So this is all I have for right now. I'm gonna go into bookmarks later, but first let's go into my master list. So this is my like task to do master list. This is where I brain dump literally anything that I have going on, mostly for the week, but I also do have stuff for the month down here. Usually this is where I try to keep kind of just what's going on right now. But if I do think of other stuff, then I'll usually add them like down here. And other goals, depending on what they are, if I'm thinking like that far ahead, they usually have another spot in my Notion. But as I think of stuff, I'm usually just dumping them here. And the archive is where I just throw any tasks that I've already done, as I said before. So usually I'll just drag them over here and drop them in there. That way it's all clean. Next, I'll go into my media page. I love this page so much. I used to use like Goodreads and then Letterboxd, stuff like that, but now I have this page and this is how I keep track of all of it. So whatever month I'm on, I have this little header right here. And I have each of these tabs, my listening to, watching, playing, and reading. And I fill this in as I go throughout the month. So all I've been listening to this month has pretty much been New Jeans. Now, as I said earlier, I don't really watch movies, but I do keep my watching page separate between TV shows and movies. So if you click on movies, it's a completely different look. It's just a list of a bunch of movies, and these are all ones that I want to watch, and these are all ones that I have watched. They are sorted so that my to watch is at the top. And my TV shows, this has a filter on it to where it's only a series and not a movie. That way these two don't get mixed up at all. But it's all the same database, so everything is all in there. It's just filtered out. And this is actually a good example. I finished watching The Circle, so when I finish watching something, I just move it into watched. Or actually, The Circle's probably renewed for another season, so technically I drop it to waiting for episodes. And these are all the ones that I think, for the most part, are coming back. And I will watch as soon as they add more episodes. And watch should all be things that are finished, as far as I know. And then the little heart tab, you'll see it on all of the other ones. This is just gonna be my favorites. So this is everything, movies and series. So I don't know, I like to keep them all together. As for reading, same thing. The only two tabs that I have are couldn't finish and read. And then my archive, this is where I put kind of that first header, whatever I was listening to, watching, playing, reading. And I have like over a full year of history for this. It makes me really happy. Moving on from the media page, I'm going to go to my creation page. So as you'll see, here is my content calendar. As you will see, today we're on the 21st and we have my Notion set up for 2023 as the video that's going to be posted. And with the calendar, I don't do anything that specifically breaks it up between gaming videos and my main channel videos, but there's obviously a distinction. I can kind of tell which one's which, but if I don't, I do have a table, and this sorts between my main channel videos and my gaming channel videos. I also have a filming and editing schedule, which don't feel like I've been doing a pretty good job at keeping up with, because this one's not edited. This I'm filming today, so I might edit. I don't know. It's gonna be all over the place, but I am filming this right now. I also filmed some other stuff today, so it's not a fully structured thing. And as you can see, for like my main content calendar, I missed Thursday's video, so that's gonna have to be posted probably today. I'm gonna keep it right there though, because that's the normal schedule. In here, I have a lot of other stuff going on. My first tab is my game plan. So right here, I have my schedule for my gaming channel, as well as some of my next in line kind of thoughts. And then my lifestyle channel doesn't have anything right now. This has been changed a few times, so it's not, I guess, 100%. For each of my YouTube tabs, they go directly to that brainstorming page. So these are all videos that I want to make on my lifestyle channel that aren't next in line, if that makes any sense, because I have some stuff that are kind of put on the content calendar, but these I don't know when I'm gonna make, they're just ideas. And then same thing for my gaming channel. I have different ideas for videos sorted by the specific game. Commissions is just to keep track of who I want to get commissioned by. So basically like who I want to draw the artwork for my channel. I'm not going to show that because I'm not going to reveal who I want to get done. Stream teams is a tracker for any stream teams that I have applied for. Also not going to show that. And then the application template also has to do with stream teams. I haven't really been applying for stream teams because I'm not really taking Twitch that seriously anymore, but I still like to keep it there because if I ever do get back into it and I want to apply, then I have like some template answers for everything. My trackers page, this is how I keep up with how many followers I have and my watch hours, my views, all of that. So as of January 1st, 2023, this is all of my stats, which are pretty low, but they're all growing, so happy about it. And my specs is just all of my PC information. I just like to keep it handy because why not? Moving on, we're gonna go back to the dashboard to my bookmarks page. So this is where I keep kind of everything extra, as you can see, categorized by the big things and the little things. So the big things are like main focuses of my life, obviously my to-do list, and then workouts, cooking, writing, traveling, work. Little things are more so tinier habits and self-care stuff, just to kind of keep me in tune with myself, I guess. Inventory keeps track of everything that I have in the house that's like a consistent purchase, like shampoo, conditioner, toothbrushes, toothpaste, paper towels, trash bags, all of that. Purchases, now I'm gonna show, it's just a list of things that I want to buy. It's not very organized right now. My routines are divided by my daily commissions, which is my like daily to-do list, which honestly, I haven't updated this in a hot minute, but it's pretty accurate. Opening shift is my morning routine. I don't really keep one for Saturday and Sunday, but from Monday through Friday, this is the goal. Now that I don't go to the gym in the morning anymore, which was a really good idea, I can do the same thing every single day. I haven't been able to do this routine because I'm still in recovery. Until I'm able to do workouts, I can't do this, so. And then I have my weekly reset page and my monthly reset page, which is just the to-do list of all the things I want to accomplish. And then I do put the latest date that I've done it in my archives as well, show how much I did every single time I do it. My affirmations page is just a list of affirmations. I'm not going to show that. My reflections page is supposed to be a weekly reflection. I've been doing okay at it. I got 2 out of 3 so far this year. If you watch my last vlog, you'll see this, but what I do is use this 30-minute reflection page, which covers basically what went right, what went wrong, what triggers have you noticed, what opinions changed, are you proud of yourself, are you happy, what can I do today, what can I do this week. I like it a lot. It's really simple. And my brain dumps page, honestly, I don't use this much usually. I just use my notes app or I throw it into my to-do master list. But I thought this was interesting because sometimes I get really stressed out because I'll brain dump something, and if I delete it, I'll feel like that maybe I'll need to reference it later for something. So I started keeping this just so that I can look back and see what I was brain dumping a long time ago. But like I said, I don't use it that often because mostly my brain dump stuff is to-do list items and I end up tackling that like the next day. So it's not like I really need to keep them for any reason. Moving on, I've gone over my to-do list master list. So next in line is the workout journal. This is not going to be able to be in action until February. The first day I can work out is February 8th. So I'll probably really start working on like this week. But we can imagine that this is actually functional right now. Kind of works like my media page where I have weightlifting, running, yoga, and skills, which is like tumbling skills. Last day I did anything related to that, I'll just like type in the date, and that way I can see that that's when I last did it. And my calendar usually just shows me that, but in a calendar view, so I can see like all the days that I went. All of these have something in them, so weight has basically all the exercises I've done. I don't need this days tab anymore because I don't follow that. And then type, I don't even think I need to keep that because I don't know if I'm going to be following upper and lower anymore, so I'll just keep my maxes, which honestly my maxes have probably changed. I haven't gone to the gym in like 2 months. And then schedule, not a thing. For running, I just have a table that shows all of my last runs. Literally the last time I ran was September. But I like this. I like keeping up with this. When I was running a lot more like earlier last year, I feel like this would have been really cool to see the progress, but since I started the table, I haven't done a lot like in a crazy way. So hopefully this year, once I'm able to again, we'll see a lot more improvement in the table. For yoga, yeah, it's empty right now. I do want to put yoga videos, yoga skills, I don't know, something in there once I do it more often, but right now I don't really do enough. I just find a random YouTube video and I follow it. For skills, I do have like pretty much all the tumbling skills that I know of that I've worked on and where I feel like I am on the mastery scale. And this is all super like subjective, but I feel like all the 100% are ones that I can do with no effort. The red usually means I have a long way to go. And my diary down here is like my thought process when I do specific workouts or specific movement. And I will come back to this if I need to know something. Like right here, you'll see I say I need to eat something before going to the gym because I'm so nauseous all the time. And then like on the 21st, I can go back and look at my calendar what my weight was that I did, and then I can see that it was hard, so maybe I shouldn't increase it next time. I have all of these templates, which I might change this because I don't know if I'm going to be following this anymore, but this usually gives me an idea for what kind of workout I'm going to be doing. My cooking recipes tab does not go as hard as some people's, but I still really like it. This needs to be gray. If it doesn't have a rating, that means I haven't cooked it yet, but I still definitely want to try it. However though, when you go in here, if it is a recipe online, it will have a bookmark to that. I usually keep my own recipe list right here, but it's only of stuff that like I won't have basically. Like eggs, I guess, maybe I will have, but like this recipe list right here is usually established in the way I want it to be. Like if I know I'm always gonna have salt, I'm not gonna write salt on here, which might be a little bit stupid, but I like to copy this recipe list directly into my shopping list, and I hate having to go and delete all the spices and all of that. And this one isn't actually filled out, but if you go into like this one, this has the recipe written down in a way that I can actually retain it, because this cooking is the thing that makes me feel the most like I may be ADHD, because I cannot keep track of a bunch of things at once. So I have to tell myself things only in like one action at a time, if that makes sense. So I can't think about doing multiple things at once. I have to separate them. Anyways, so moving on, we have my writing and works in progress. Not very detailed because I don't write that much anymore, but for example, here is the one that I'm currently focusing on, and this will be my character list that I'm not going to show. For my travel diary, this page makes me so happy. I love it so much. So this is my travel wish list. Anything that I see on Instagram Reels or TikTok or whatever that I think looks really cool, I add it onto this list, and then once we visit it, I can check it off and it will move into the have seen yet. And these are the only two on my wish list that I have seen, at least since I started this. There's probably been more, but I'm only updating it based on this. So yeah, that's that. I love this page so much. At the top here, we have my itineraries page and then my packing page. I have this sorted so that when we take the trip that it goes away, but I'm gonna clear that real quick to show the Utah National Parks itinerary. So that's what this usually looks like, and the packing list is the same exact way, filtered so that once we go on the trip it's gone. But here's all the ones that I did track for packing list, and here was the packing list for the Utah National Parks trip. And then right here at the bottom we have my national park checklist. So these are only the ones in the United States, but I think I am gonna make one maybe for some international ones because I like all of them, but this is every single one of them. I have a list for the ones that I've just been to in general, and then I'm keeping a new one for my vlog series because, as I mentioned a long time ago, I do want to be vlogging all of my national park trips from here on out, but I never did that in the past, so I kind of have to start over. My Utah National Park one will be up soon. It's just gonna be a big edit and I haven't had enough time. I also have a states checklist. I have these separated because you know how you have those states that you've like driven through but you don't really know what they're actually like. I have a lot of states like that because we've gone on road trips, so few hour drives, maybe even in the dark, so I don't even know what the scenery looks like. And I definitely haven't like really gotten the experience of them all. I also kind of keep this truly experience tab if there's like a deep desire in me to go back. Like if I feel like there's way more that I can see. Honestly, Arkansas shouldn't even be checked off. Illinois, like I saw Chicago, that's pretty much all I want to see. I lived in Louisiana before. I've seen like all that Louisiana has to offer. Mississippi doesn't have much special. I could go back to Nebraska honestly, but there is not a lot to see and I've seen most of it. I don't really want to go back to New York. It's kind of greedy to say like I want to experience them all like very intensely, but I mean in my dream life I'm gonna go back to all these places. So I like keeping track of them like this because I like seeing how much progress I've made on it. After that we have my work page, the 9 to 5. I'm not gonna show that because it's all work related, but I do have one more big section to show, and that's gonna be my projects page. So this is basically my me page, like I am the project. My lifetime goals, talked about this in a video a while ago, but this is like all of my bucket list items. It's not super filled out, like I don't feel like I have a very long bucket list, but this is like where I'm at right now, what I want right now. I update it when I think of stuff, and I feel like I haven't thought of a lot of lifetime wishes yet. I have all my resolutions pages, and if you've been with me before I delete all my videos, you'll know about all of them. But it's like very obvious how much I've grown through all of these. It's kind of insane. Also, if you go to my resolutions pages, I have my annual reviews in here, which is exactly what it sounds like, annual reviews. I kind of talk about myself and what I've accomplished. I'm definitely not gonna show those because they're personal. 2021, I have a year through Notion, and this is basically just all my diary entries. I never actually did a 2022 annual review also, which is hilarious. I'm probably not gonna do one now. And 2022 is the first year that I really went into monthly goals, so you can like really see what I went through each month and what I was focused on. It's kind of insane. I'm doing a similar thing for 2023, so my 2023 page, first up here has my 3 words that I'm focusing on for the year: health, discipline, and patience. And then I have my main goal tracking page, which I don't know if I love this, but there are things that I do want to do outside of my resolutions that I feel like aren't big enough to call a resolution, but I am thinking about in the scope of this year, not in a lifetime sense and not in a monthly sense. This is where I kind of keep stuff that I know that I'm doing later. You'll see they're divided by quarter, so if you do click on these Q whatever pages up here, which is actually why I got inspired to make the goal tracking table, because I want to be able to see Q4 and see what I planned on doing in Q4 like that. I obviously don't have a lot into the end of the year because I'm not really thinking that far ahead, but I do have a few things in Q2. Definitely have a lot of things in Q1. But I do have my goals and resolutions up here. So this was all in my resolutions video. I do have some goals listed here. It's kind of like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's kind of confusing, but the goals on the first page are more so to-do list items, like stuff that I have to tackle one at a time. Whereas these goals are, I wish I could explain this well. They're more so like who I want to be, but they're not resolutions, you know? It's like start meditating. I'm not gonna put that as a goal on that like to-do goal list because just because I do it one time doesn't mean I can check it off. I have to do that consistently. I don't want to like check that off until it's the end of the year and I can say I've been meditating this year. It's so hard to explain. I know I don't have to like break it down for everyone, but I want people to understand my thought process. It makes sense to me though. I'm gonna go back into Q1 and show how I break down my goals by month. Now, I've been keeping my goals separated by category. So you'll see I have my work, my content, my movement, my personal, and oh, that's it, never mind. And they're all represented by their little emoji, and you'll see at the bottom I put my big events. When I accomplish something, I put the little emoji to categorize it by these same categories, because these are pretty much the categories that reflect my whole entire life. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you're feeling generous, be sure to give me a fat old subscription. What was that? Once again, thank you for watching. I don't have a schedule on this channel yet, but I've been trying to post about weekly, so be sure to stay tuned in for the next one. Bye!